Hello my dear tutees and welcome back to the channel. I am Ritika and today you will be learning notice writing. For those who are new to my channel, I am Ritika and I make English learning videos, and I hope that today's video is going to be really helpful to you guys. And before starting the video, I want my new viewers to subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon. So today's video is going to be for students from standard 6th to standard 12th, especially CBSE students. As you guys know, notice writing is for 4 marks, and if you watch this video till the end, then I assure you that you are going to get 4 marks out of 4 marks. You don't have to worry about anything. In this video, I will be telling you all the marking scheme and the format and what you have to write in the notice, what are the different types of notices, how you have to frame the body, the content of the notice, that I will be explaining you in this video. And if you follow all my tips and tricks, then I assure you that you are going to get full marks in notice writing. Let's see the marking scheme of notice writing. See, now whenever you write a notice, the notice has to be written in a formal tone. It has to be simple and to the point. Now let's see the marking scheme. See, the format is for 1 marks. See, now you will ask me what is the format. I have drawn the format here. This is the format of a notice and this contains 1 mark. Then content. Content means what are you going to write in the notice? What is the notice about? Are you sticking to the point or to the topic? Or you are adding any extra points? If you do so, then your marks will be deducted, and that contains 2 marks. The next is expressions. Now expression means if there are any grammatical mistakes or if there are any spelling mistakes, the examiner will check the spelling mistakes and the grammatical mistakes, and that is expression, and that contains 1 mark. So you have to be perfect in spellings as well as in grammar. If you have not watched my grammar videos, then I have a playlist of English grammar on my channel. You can just go to the playlist and watch my English grammar playlist. Now let's see the format of the notice. This is the format of the notice. Now you can just take a screenshot of this format or you can write it in your book. So the first is name of the issuing authority. Now name of the issuing authority means now who is concerned with the notice. Is it a school notice or a governmental notice or it is a business notice? Now if you are writing the notice for a school, you are a school student and you are writing the notice, then you have to write the name of your school. Here comes the name of your school. Next is the word notice. Then you have to write the word notice. You have to either write it in bold or you have to underline it. Okay, keep in mind. Next is date of issue. Now date of issue means the date on which you are writing the notice. For example, your exam is on 23rd of October 2020. So this date, that is 23rd of October, will come here on date of issue. That is your date of issue, the date on which your exam is held. Okay. Next is title and subject of the event. Title or subject of the event means what is the notice about. Is it about any function in your society or a school or drawing competition, anything? Whatever is the topic of the notice, that will come here. Next is body. Now body includes all the information related to the event. So if the party is on 12th of June, then you have to write the date here. Then comes the time of the event, then the duration of the event, and then the place of the event. So all this you have to write in body. Don't worry, I will be explaining you the body of the notice. I will explain you in detail how to write the body, if what are the different questions that will be given to you. I will explain you in detail in this video. But now let's stick to the format. So the last one is authorized signatory. Authorized signatory means who is writing the notice. Now if you are a student and you are writing the notice, then your name and designation will come here. For example, your name is Rahul and you are writing this notice, then you will write Rahul and then your designation, that is you are a student. So this is the designation, the authorized signatory. You have seen the format. You can just take a screenshot or you can write it in your book. Now let's see what you have to write in the body section. Now just remember that as per the CBSE marking scheme, your notice should be within 50 words. If it exceeds the limit, then you will lose your marks. So make sure that you write the notice to the point, it sticks to the topic within 50 words. So now let's see what you have to write in the body. See, now whenever you are given a topic, for example, the topic is for a school drawing competition, then you have to mention what is the notice about. The notice is about school drawing competition. That will come in the body section. Next is when, that is when is the competition taking place. If it is on 7th of October 2020, then you have to write the date and you have to mention the time, at what time is the competition. Okay, the next is where. Now where will the competition take place? For example, if the competition is in assembly hall, then you have to mention that the competition will take place in the assembly hall, or if the competition is in their respective classrooms, and you have to write there that the competition will be in their respective classrooms. Now these are the topics that you have to include in the body section if you are writing for a competition or any other thing. But if the notice is a governmental notice, a warning or instruction, then you have to mention these 2 points as well. That is, for example, the notice is about suspension of water supply for some hours, then you have to mention what are the reasons for the suspension of water supply. For example, if the reason is that the municipality is going to clean the water tank, then you have to mention the reason, and also you have to mention some instructions that the government will ask people to do. For example, they will request you to store water, so that you have to mention in the notice. The next is description and details. See, now this point comes when you are writing a lost and found notice. So whenever you find something that is not yours and you have to write a lost and found notice, then you have to include the description, that is the description of the product or whatever the property that you have found. For example, if you find a folder that has some important documents of a person, then you have to describe the folder, that the folder is red in color and it contains some documents, that is Aadhaar card or PAN card, any important documents, then that you have to mention in the notice. And if you are writing the notice, then you have to give your details as well, that the property is with me, and if you want to collect that thing, then you have to contact me on this number. You have to mention your phone number and your name there. So these are the points that you have to mention in the body section, and your notice should be within 50 words. Now let's see an example of notice writing. Here is the question given to you and here is the notice. I will explain you the question and then I will explain you how to write a notice. See, you just look at the question, understand the question, then you will be able to write the notice properly. Just look. You are Reema, the head girl of XYZ Public School, Mumbai. Write a notice on behalf of your school inviting all the parents of the students of your school to celebrate Parents' Day. Now here, who is the authorized signatory? That is Reema. Reema is the authorized signatory. She is the head girl. What is her designation? That is head girl. Okay, of XYZ Public School. Now this notice is regarding school invitation. So the name of issuing authority will be XYZ Public School. This will be the name of issuing authority. Okay. Write a notice on behalf of your school. Now you are writing this notice behalf of the school. So the name of issuing authority will be the school name. Inviting all the parents of the students of your school to celebrate Parents' Day. What is the notice about? It is about an invitation for Parents' Day to all the parents of the students in the school. So this is the question. You have to write an invitation, a notice regarding invitation of Parents' Day celebration. So let's see what you have to include in the notice. So first comes name of issuing authority. XYZ Public School, Mumbai. This will be the name of issuing authority. Next will be the word notice. Now as I told you, this word has to be written in bold or it should be underlined. Next, 14th July 2020. Now this is the date of issue, that is when is this notice written. you can write the date of your examination on which you are writing this exam. So 14 July 2020, this will be the date of issue. I have wrote this date. You can write the date of your examination. Then comes the title. Now I told you that the title should be in bold or it has to be underlined. So I've underlined the title, that is Parents Day Celebration. What is this notice about? This notice is about Parents Day celebration. So you have to write your Parents Day celebration. Okay. Next we have to start a notice. Now just remember, whenever you start any notice regarding a school notice, a competition notice, anything, you have to start the notice from this line, that is, all the students are hereby informed that. This will be your starting line, guys. All the students are hereby informed that. Just by heart this line. Whatever notice comes, you just have to write this. All the students are hereby informed that our school is celebrating Parents Day on 24th July. What is the notice about? Parents Day. Then you have to write our school is celebrating Parents Day. When is the Parents Day celebration? It is on 24th July. Then what is the true message that you are writing this notice? What is the message? That you have to invite other people, other parents of the students. So let's come to the point, that is, interested students are requested to bring their parents on that day at 5 p.m. in the school hall. Then you have to come to the point. Interested students are requested. You have to request them because it is an invitation. You can't say bring your parents to the school. No, that's wrong. You have to say interested students are requested to bring their parents on that day. Which day? 24th of July at 5 p.m. This is the time of the program. So at 5 p.m. where? In the school hall. This is your body of the notice. This becomes the body, that is the content of the notice. Then comes authorized signatory, that is who is writing this notice. Now you are requested to write a notice and here the name is mentioned, that is Rima, the head girl. So you have to write there Rima, head girl. This is your notice and make sure that your notice is within 50 words. If you exceed the limit, then you will lose marks. So now you can just take a screenshot of this screen so that this notice will remain with you. Now these are some of the tips to excel in notice writing. Now if you are writing a notice, just remember these 10 tips that I will be telling you and you will get 4 out of 4 marks in your notice writing. So the first one is that your notice must be within 50 words. That is, if you exceed this limit, then you will get a penalty, that is you will lose marks. So just remember your notice must be within 50 words. Next one is you should avoid repetition of words or sentences. Those sentences which are already used in the notice, you should not repeat them again and again. In that you will lose marks. So just remember repetition is not allowed. Enclose the notice in a box. I have already told you that you have to enclose the notice in a box. You have to make a box on the outer side of the notice with a pencil, not with a pen. You have to use a pencil and make a box and you have to enclose that notice in that particular box. Next is short, crisp, to the point. Your notice must be short, crisp and to the point. As I told you, if you use extra words or extra sentences or if you write paragraphs, then you will lose marks. Next is hypothetical facts. You should not include hypothetical facts or any imaginary stories. You must not make stories and put it in the notice. No. You should stick to the topic, stick to the question, what is given to you, and you have to mention that in the notice. Next one is you must not include any personal information in the notice. You should not write your own about your own self, that what is your name, what's your roll number, what class are you in. All those things must not be written in the content or the body section of the notice, you have to just write your name and your designation in the authorized signatory part. Otherwise you won't have to write any roll number or anything personal about you in the notice. Next is your notice must answer 5 W's, that is what, when, where, why, who. As I already told you in the body section, you have to answer these questions. What is the notice about? When is that particular event going to take place? Where is it going to take place? Why is that happening? Why is the power cut happening? Or whose property is that in the lost and found notice? Whose property is that? Who has found that property? Your notice must answer all these things. Okay. Next is clearly stated purpose of writing. That is, your purpose of writing must be clearly stated. What is your purpose? That you have to invite some students, parents to the school for Parents' Day celebration, and that should be mentioned clearly in the notice. The next one is presentation and clarity. Now the presentation of the notice must be good. You should make a box around the notice, and you should not include any grammatical mistakes or spelling mistakes or any scribbling in the notice. That is not allowed. If you do so, you will lose marks. That's clear. So these were my 10 tips to excel in notice writing, and if you follow these tips, then I am sure that you will pass with flying colors and you will get out of marks in notice writing. You just have to follow these tips and my instructions, and you are there. You will get full marks in notice writing. So you can just take a screenshot of these tips so that you excel in notice writing. And tutees, I just forgot to tell you the 5th point, that is notice and title. So whenever you write the notice or title, you have to mention the notice word in bold or underline, and you have to write the title in underline or bold. So whenever you write a title, that should be eye-catching. Some students, they just copy down the question as the title. No, you have to pick up what you are asked in the notice, and that should be your title, and it should be eye-catching. Thank you so much for watching this video, tutees. If you find this video helpful, then do share it with all your friends. And here is an example of lost and found notice. So if you want, you can take a screenshot of it for your reference. And those who are new to my channel, you can subscribe my channel by clicking on my logo. You just have to click here and a subscribe option will appear, and you have to click on subscribe. And that's it for today. I will be soon with a new video. Till then, eat, sleep, study and repeat. And if you like this video for whatsoever reason, then just give it a thumbs up.